Hey everyone. I never loved being wrong so much as I did today. I think you guys have noticed we got news what is coming this week to Final Fantasy Brave Exvius Global. And it is something nobody, I would say literally nobody expected. And it actually is 6 months late, but nobody cares. It's Trials of Mana. Like I said, I was never so happy to be wrong about something. I know my prediction video is completely debunked, it's completely crashed now, but I don't care personally because I am omega excited about Trials of Mana coming to global. It is something that I actually thought would never happen. Well, because it's actually 6 months ago where I was hoping to get this, and now it's finally time, right? So week 1, we are getting Ninja Master Hawkeye with some global upgrades and Angela Merkel, not Merkel, but you know, you get the drift, right? And she is presumably a Neo Vision, but I thought on the JP that she was a Neo Vision Awakened, but nonetheless, we are getting Hawkeye, and you guys, if you were watching my videos back then, I always said I want Hawkeye. I think he's one of the best characters. I like him personally, and now that Clash is uncapable anyway, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna pull for cool units that I personally like. And for time-limited units, well, we have a case where both apply. I really like Trials of Mana. I really think Trials of Mana is a great game. You should all play it. And Hawkeye was or still is one of my favorite characters in the game. So yeah, best of both worlds for me, right? So expect a full video on polls for Hawkeye. I don't even care if he's super bad or not, because I am pulling for a favorite here. So yeah, I might even go as far as buying his shard bundle for actual money, because I do want to support this decision with monetary value, because I know that Gumi has a total hate boner towards Trial of Mana. It only took 6 months to get this. So I think for once it's okay to spend some money, and I have that money to spare anyway these days. So it is fine for me. But yeah, that's my plan, so I will pull for sure on Hawkeye. And what's also super good is we are getting the actually good step up here. Oh my god, I hate these issues. I'm so sorry about these error messages popping up. It's going to happen quite a few more times. And I also like to apologize that this is not a portrait mode video, but landscape. I literally just got off work. I was so hyped that I wanted to make this video. I had no time to actually set this up on OBS to make this work in portrait mode, but all the other videos going forward, with the exception of reviews, will be portrait mode again. Alright, so Hawkeye, the good step up. It's, let me calculate this quickly, 10k, 18k, 21k, so 42k for a full pity. That is okay, because we are still getting 50 shards in the process, which were not guaranteed beforehand, which I personally like. And we're also getting shards in his, or in the VIP shop. We are also getting shards to buy from these coins, so getting him to EX plus 3 should be rather easy if I pull. I guess if I'm buying the bundle anyway, I think I only need to pull one extra copy beyond, or in addition to the pity. So am I going for EX plus 3 Hawkeye? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how the pulls go first. But I'm so excited. I'd love to have him at EX plus 3 because, like I said, he's one of my most favorite units. So yeah, great step up. Same applies to Angela. Angela is also a unit. She's a mage. Should people sleep on her? Not so sure. We'll talk about Angela and Hawkeye in a few. Just briefly talking over them, what I like, dislike, because both units are getting global upgrades. And these global upgrades, they are not reflected on the wiki yet, because we don't know what particular upgrades each unit will get. The same applies to week 2. We are most likely, and I think somewhere in these news there is news about Reese coming. and he has a dark field for Sephiroth, which means I would most likely pull for Reese as well next week. But I will probably only go for EX+1 on that unit. So meaning 1 copy is enough, and that'd be it. Most likely I will hope to get him via tickets, or her. I don't know, I think it's a her. I haven't checked. Anyway, Reese, I will probably go for tickets on that banner, but we'll see. Not decided yet. I'm so much more excited for Hawkeye. Hawkeye is also a unit who has a dagger in peril. Link was the first one to introduce this, but originally Hawkeye was the one to bring this to global first. But Link stole the spotlight. Now, he has a true Brave Shift, which is cool. Vision card is nice. But for all those of you who missed out on Kingdom Hearts Sora's Super Trust Master, you are getting your second chance with Hawkeye. It's another 80% attack, 75% LB materia. I think this is one of the most important things that I do want to stress here. If you missed Sora's STMR, here's your second chance. Don't miss out on it. Is the unit worth pulling for? We'll see on Thursday when we get the data mine for the global upgrades. We know that he's getting full LB gauge at the start of the turn, and some kind of global upgrade to true weapon smack, damage and reduced defense for one enemy. Nobody knows how much the damage, the reduction is going to be. Just a brief look at the JP side of things. On JP, this is 87%. Now, it's saying a global upgrade means this should be a 90% break, because otherwise it wouldn't make sense. It's an 87 break on JP, so I would assume this is 90% break. Hopefully, maybe? Let's hope for the best here. And I really hope it's not just the damage that is getting upgraded, because this is already a 300x modifier cooldown on JP, so more damage does not really do much here. I'm really hoping for a 90% break on this one, but we'll have to wait for the data mine. Alright, now Angela, also a few cool things, right? Mage, Super Trust Master, 70% magic, Nullify Charm, 50% Shrew, Double Hand, the usual. Also gains the EX+2 ability for full LB gauge at the start. Ancient Curse, we'll have to see what the upgrades actually are. No information on that yet. So, let me briefly show you Hawkeye. Let me check also if this is available to you. Yep, it is. So let's... Oh, that was the wrong button. I was supposed to go here. Which one is it? No, that's not it. I feel like a boomer right now. Was it? Oh, it was this. Okay, so perfect. We have the full screen of it. Alright, so Hawkeye. This is Japanese, obviously. I am able to read Japanese, so whenever something needs translation, I will translate this for you. But one of the things I'd like to point out, base attack 423. This is wishful thinking on my end, but I'm hoping that they up this to 435 just to be in line with most recent Neo Vision baseline attackers, but not holding my breath for that. Like I said, most of these abilities, I'm hoping they get a few upgrades along the line, especially the breaks, 80% breaks, 56x Dark Physical or 64x Fire Physical. I'm hoping that these will get upgraded to 72x or 74x respectively, which would be more in line with the most recent physical attackers. I feel like his black ability here, this one that reads black, it's Kuroi. Kurei. Yeah, it's also something black. So let's hope this black attack or dark attack gets upgraded a little bit. I mean, it's already fine, but it needs to stack 40 times to be decent. Other than that, we could have used this 600 MP fill against Kairos, just saying. But yeah. What I do want to point out is his Brave Shifted Limit Burst. Oh, yeah, Brave Shift, perfect. And that one is a stacking LB, much like Zidane, much like Sephiroth and Tifa. But you have to stack this twice, just like you have to stack Lara's LB twice. It's 280x, and my personal hope is that they bring this up to at least 300x. It's a minuscule upgrade, it's not even 10%, but it would make a whole lot of a difference. Because at 280x, he fights for a slot against Zidane, and nobody uses Zidane these days. The dagger in peril, it is nice, but he'd be fighting for a spot against Ling. And that means it's not that good at all, right? And most units we are using these days, we are not using daggers anymore outside of Yigni. So Hawkeye is going to have a few troubles here fighting for a slot in Dark Visions, and especially in Clash, where we all are using Ling instead of anyone else, and Ling has the whole kit that Hawkeye has and more. So I'm really hoping for a 300x. Me personally, I wish he would get 350x LB mod after stacking it twice. He'd be in line in terms of modifications, at least with Sephiroth, but gearing Hawkeye for true double hand is a huge no-no. And the reason is fairly simple why you will never build Hawkeye for true double hand, and those are the passives. Like, he is actually hard locked to daggers, and there are no two-handed daggers. Like, his 200% innate Reaper killer is tied to wearing a dagger. Where is it? Yeah, that's the only thing actually that is really relevant. And guess what? The upcoming Vision World, which I'll be talking about in a minute, is also, well, made for him, basically, in the weirdest sense. So he's hard locked to daggers. Base form, he has a lot of cool things like earth, water, etc, etc. So he has 120 imperils to 4 elements even, which is cool. I like it a lot. And yeah, he's an all-around very nice unit to have. Also has 200% beast killer in base. So the good stuff actually. Also has the dagger imperil in base, meaning you don't have to switch to Brave Shift, which is super good. Also allows for very flexible gearing, and that makes him somewhat desirable for Clash. But again, we do have enough Clash units these days, so his value is really diminished already, which is kind of sad because I like the unit. But yeah, that is it for Hawkeye. Like I said, great unit, but has some issues. Now let's talk about Angela. Angela, as you can see on the JP server, she was a 5-star unit. Apparently on global she is not a 5-star unit, but immediately New Vision base. At least that is what the news kind of suggests. But yeah, she has a couple of elements too, a lot of elements even. Fire, earth, lightning, water, ice, dark, and what did I miss? Earth? Anyway, lots of elements, but her main gimmick is this one. It's her base limit burst, 300x magic damage, non-elemental, and that stacks up to 800x to all enemies. It's a single hit, it has super omega long frames, but it hits really hard once you stack this up 5 times. That is her main gimmick. And this is also in Brave Shift, mind you. And it's the coolest thing ever. Like, she hits omega hard if the enemies are not really resistant to non-elemental magic. So Angela, I'd like to off-banner her, but I'm not chasing Angela because mages, they are not really that relevant anymore. The base form Angela, as you can see, doesn't really have too much going for her. Limit burst, kind of whatever. All these abilities, they are remnants from her 5-star, which I'm very curious to see how they are upgrading her on the global server, because she's a base Near Vision. But yeah, nothing too exciting. It's really all about her Brave Shift that is actually very, very good. But is it good today with today's mages, today's DPS? I don't think so. I haven't done the math yet. Like I said, this video immediately after finishing work, just doing it. I haven't done any math on this, and I'm also waiting for the datamine to see if the Gumi guys changed any values. So please look forward to the review of both of them on Friday and Saturday. I will most likely not be able to make both on Friday work because I still have my research paper. I do want to hand it in on either Thursday or Friday, so still a lot of things to do. Also, Vision World is coming up. I have a few cool plans for Vision World, so yeah. But anyway, let's address the elephant in the room. That is the actual best news. Well, next to Hawkeye coming, and that is, well, where is it? Now I can't find it anymore. Hello, where is the Vision World announcement? Battle with the Benevolous. Here it is. World of Visions, or the Japanese name read Vision Worlds. And this is, some people may call this fancy dark visions. And I wouldn't say no to this. But truth be told, it is so much better than Dark Visions. Now, the first 7 bosses, they are rather easy. You will OTK them like you usually do in Dark Visions. But the final bosses, like Zabel Far, a super fun boss. And Belladonna, which is the actual final boss. Let me just quickly see if we're also getting Belladonna on here. Yeah, it would appear so that we are getting Belladonna on the 11th, which is the second week. Both of the last 2 fights, Zabel Far and Belladonna, they are... well, Zabel Far is certainly the best one of all of the fights. It is going to be a lot of fun tackling this one. And Belladonna, at least from what Sinsal told me, is rather boring because the boss has only 2 moves. But we'll see. What I'm actually... I mean, the style, the way they made this... do they have pictures down here? I hope they do. No, they don't. So you should imagine this as a form of, well, map, right? You have your map, you have your decent, your stages where you fight the bosses, all themed around Trials of Mana. You're getting lots of background information and all of that stuff. It's so cool. And we are also getting, finally, the Dark Vision / Vision World reward upgrades. So rank 1, which, well, Robot DA or Alan Wanderer, either of them will get these rewards, but it's 200,000 lapis. It's crazy. And the lapis amounts, they only go until rank 1k, with rank number 777 having the best spot, obviously, getting 7,777. Fun fact, 7 is the most efficient number in from 1 to 10, has the most syllable. Not only has the most syllables, but also the most alphabets in it. So yeah, anyway, fun fact over. Rank 1, 200k lapis, 2 to 10 get 150k lapis, 11 to 50, 50k lapis, and I would assume that the top 100 is going to be super, super competitive. I will try personally to go for 100 to 300 for the sweet 10k lapis. I would love to get 10k lapis. I would also love getting somewhere around here, top 50, but let's be honest, I don't have all EX plus 3 needed for this rank, and I hate variance rolling. So I will most likely end up at 101 to 300, which is absolutely my goal. And if I were to actually end up in the top 50 to top 100 slot, that'd be amazing. Getting 30k lapis would be so cool. But I also like that they relaxed the other rewards, right? So even if I were ending up in the spot that I hope I will get into top 300, I'm still getting a full STMR ticket, 90 tickets, and full STMR mogul. We're getting decent rewards, 10 URC tickets, 2k dark matter, which doesn't matter anymore for me at least. But yeah, it's all good. And even the top 500 are still getting superb rewards. So the actual, there is no difference between top 500 and top 300, honestly, from what I'm seeing. So even top 500 is enough for me. Personally, I'd love to be in the top 100, but top 500, great rewards. Even down to top 1000 is still very, very good rewards. It's just that you need to do 2 weeks of arena in the top 3000 and you still have your full STMR Moogle. So these rewards, they are absolutely amazing and you should do Vision World. It's a lot of more fun than Dark Visions usually is, and it's a lot more fun than Clash of Worlds from my point of view. So I am very much looking forward to Vision Worlds. Yeah, you are also getting, which also makes Vision World so much more better than Dark Visions and Clash of Worlds. We are getting exclusive material items that you should be crafting. And how this event works like this: you're fighting the bosses and you're getting currency, and you can use this currency to upgrade these items, like the skull head, 50 true double hand, right? 55 attack. We're getting a dragon stuff with true double hand again. We're getting the clove, 60 attack, which don't mean much these days with Sephiroth around, and the Clash of Worlds cloves with 120 attack, but they are kind of limited. So yeah, this is all still good. And all of these, they do have some value, especially the Ruby Mask, which is another source of 60 attack. We only have Red Hellebore and a Clash Helmet, but not everyone can wear a Clash Helmet, so this is a good alternative, right? And it also boosts true dual wield attack by 50%, which is nice. So yeah, it's all good. You should all farm this event. It's really good anyway. And yeah, here you have some more information on how to do this specifically, which enemy drops wood. So yeah, Zabelfire and Belladonna, so it's confirmed that Belladonna is also on our list. They drop the item or any of the above, and here you can see which items drop for the designated items listed above. So yeah, what's also pretty cool is, and rather new, is parameter bonuses to the units used. So Angela and Hawkeye, you should use them in this Vision World because they have the highest bonus. However, units such as Carton, which I will most likely end up using, and Ibarra, which I will also most likely use, they are also getting buffs or parameter bonuses, meaning they will hit harder by default. Now, I'm kind of regretting not getting the 5k bundle for Roka, because mine is only EX +1. Now, I would really like to have it EX +2, but so be it. Maybe I'll off-ban her along the way for Hawkeye. But yeah. Oh, the bonuses are even higher. It's 300% bonus for Hawkeye, but the rest is fine. So yeah, looking very good. These are the currency drop bonuses, right? Yeah, these are currency bonuses. And here we have it. Duran and Reese are releasing on November 11th, meaning next week. So yeah, all good stuff. I talked a lot. I think this should cover all of this. I'm kind of happy that I was so wrong on my unit prediction video, even though this video aged like fine milk. Oh, that didn't age well. It only lasted for 2 days. But it was fun doing this, and I mean, we're still probably getting Final Fantasy X regardless. There is a video coming up later this month where they will talk about Season 4, Black Friday, and I would assume that we're getting Final Fantasy X on Black Friday then. So at least to some degree, my prediction video wasn't a complete dud, but like I said at the beginning of this video, I am super happy to be wrong about this for once. And yeah, I'm excited for Thursday. I cannot wait for this. Anyway, thank you all for watching. See you later. I do have plans for later, for a cool video, so see you later. Bye bye.